All right. I'm also a big fan of our next item, but I'm an even bigger fan of the one that brings it to us. Kylie Watts is here. Nice to have you back, friend.
Hi, David. Nice to be
Always
here.
good to see you. And many of us discovered a lot of things during the pandemic. During CUBE presentation, we discovered we're not as organized as we like to be. We're also discovering that our homes are not as clean as they'd like to be. And you're like, whoa, wait a minute. I'm a good housekeeper. I don't have a dirty home. Well, BioCleaner's going to find dirt that maybe you didn't know was there. And that doesn't make you a bad housekeeper because dirt happens to good people. This is remarkable stuff. Now, comes with applicator sponges and a towel.
Yes.
And you add a little bit of water, a little bit will go a long way, yes?
That's very
Where does this come from?
So you just saw it in that video. It's a snow white quarry in the southeast region of France, the only place in the world that you can find this, and it has this miraculous ability to scrub without scratching. And because it comes from the earth, there's no chemicals inside of it too. So it's a really green way, hand-packed the way that it has always been here at QVC for well over a decade. And it's a beloved cleaner because you can use this indoors, outdoors, kitchens, bathrooms, you name it, all around.
Now, the little village is called Lenage.
Yes.
And you just wet the applicator sponge, you wring it out, a little bit of goes a long way, and now you can clean almost anything inside and outside your home.
Exactly. So it's really economical, again, because tiny little bit. I can go right down to my glass top stove right here. And this is something, David, as you know, that may need a specialty cleaner. And also you want to be very careful because you don't want to scratch this surface. Now, I'm not using any elbow grease whatsoever. The sponge and the clay are doing the hard work. So immediately it gets that boil over. But check out the burn ring that you have right here. Now, because we're not using any chemicals, the only thing we have to do then is take our cloth, wipe it up, and you can literally hear that squeaky clean. Yeah.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. If you've got a glass or ceramic stovetop, you've got burn rings.
Yeah.
It's just a fact of life. And my mom has this kind of stovetop, and she's always complaining about burn rings until she finds a cleaner that will get through them. And that's important. Many of you have soap scum in your bathroom, whether it's on your tile, on your glass, wherever. Remember, this is going to clean but not scratch.
Exactly, exactly. So I'll do that, and then I'm going to take you to the stainless steel sink because that's one of the places where it really shines. But from kitchens to bathrooms, a little bit on the applicator sponge. And now, again, you're not having to open up the windows because you're using some kind of caustic chemical. A little bit goes a long way. You would simply just rinse this out in the shower or the bath. But since we are on TV time, I'm just going to take my cloth and wipe it down, and that tile looks like the day you installed it.
I mean, brand new. This is remarkable. Now, the 2 or 3 fragrances that we have for you.
Yes.
You get 2 containers. Each one is, I want to say, 10.5 ounces. Yes. Now, that will last you a good long time. Now, you're going to choose the original citrus combination. Now, the original smells like clean laundry. The citrus smells like your favorite citrus.
Exactly, a little lemon and orange fusion.
Yeah, exactly. Then we have original. That's going to be 2 containers of clean laundry. Or we have citrus, 2 containers of citrus. And you get 2 applicator sponges and a microfiber cleaning cloth. All are reusable. This is remarkable stuff. I will go ahead and tell my story before you clean that sink.
Okay.
I had a power washer come to my home, and I had staining from the shutters, from the rain that hit the shutters, and the dirt that was released by the shutters ended up on the downspouts. So the power washer said, I've tried to use my power washer, it won't come off, David. He said, maybe tomorrow I'll bring back some bleach. I'm like, bleach?
Bleach outside, yeah.
You're gonna bring bleach to my home? So he left his ladders and everything and went home. And so I got to thinking, I've got BioCleaner under my sink. It's worth a try. So I wet the applicator sponge, politely hopped up the ladder that he left behind, tried it on the downspout, and it came off like a pencil eraser. He got there the next morning and started to take big canisters of bleach off his truck. I said, put them back on your truck.
Didn't need it.
He said, what do you mean? I said, try this instead. And I handed him a container of BioCleaner, this. I handed this to him. And he tried it, and he said, this stuff is like magic.
It really is.
Now, many of you have stainless steel sinks at home. And you might think that they're clean, but are they BioClean?
And what happens with them, David, is they oxidize over time. So you look at it, it doesn't really look that dirty. But check out as we put a little bit of clay on that applicator sponge, and then I'm just gonna pour some water. What you're gonna notice is BioCleaner cleans and polishes and protects. So it creates that barrier on there. So hopefully you have to clean less often, but you can see how that water just sheets off of that area.
It's almost like car wax.
And runs away, exactly. And that's what we love about this. This cleaner, as you know, was actually first established and found to be a fine jewelry cleaner for
lovely.
Silver and brass and copper copper and things like that. So imagine the job it's going to do on many surfaces in your home.
It is remarkable stuff. And when you are looking to clean your home and you think you've tried everything, but you've not tried BioCleaner, you've not tried everything.
That's right.
This is remarkable stuff. Now, granite countertops. Now, you might be looking at this countertop and saying, well, that piece of granite countertop looks fine.
Right.
But guess what? It's not that color.
Right, exactly. So we wet our sponge, we get a little bit of clay on that sponge itself. I'm gonna go in small little circular motions just right down the center. And again, all we have to do then is just take our cloth and wipe it back up and look at the difference in that stone from what we had before to what we have
There's green
after.
in there. That was green and tan and black, not brown and black.
Right.
Oh
Right.
my gracious.
So if you get that kind of sticky food messes, and that's the thing, this cleans, it shines, it polishes, and it protects. So we went from our stovetop to our bathrooms, to our granite, to hardwood floors. Now, if you have 100-year-old hardwood floors and they're not sealed, don't use any cleaner on them at all. But if you've got the sealed floors, we've got that waxy crown on here right now. All I have to do, wipe it back up. And that's why people have loved this cleaner at QVC for well over a decade, because it does a great job. You're not using any chemicals, and it lasts for such a nice long time because it's a lot inside.
You get 2 applicator sponges and a microfiber cleaning cloth, and you're going to choose your fragrances. Now, do you want original and citrus? That's been very popular in this hour.
Okay.
Original and citrus. We have original, and we have citrus and citrus. So we have something for everybody.
We do, indeed. And I will show you too down on this silver pot. Thank you, David. I'll sneak by you.
Please.
Kind of the before and after, where this all started. So we got this from an antique store. This is what it looked like. Has that beautiful kind of weathered patina on it. But look at the difference when we took the BioCleaner to it. You can see that reflection, that beautiful shine. So there's that before. Here's that after. Same thing on our brass pot that we have right here. So here's that before, here's that after, where we clean, we polish, and we protect. So you're using this on a variety of different surfaces throughout your home, and probably areas where you wouldn't have thought of before too.
Yeah, because you know what? Time has a way of taking all the shine away.
Yes.
And this is, and I meant to rhyme, this is going to be important because now, as these things oxidize in your home, we can help you clean them.
Right, right. And again, but we can hop right back to the kitchen again. I've got my little pan right here. That could be your La Creuset, things that you don't want to put inside of the dishwasher, but they've got that burnt on mess. Again, this has that miraculous ability to scrub without scratching. So we can go around that burnt on mess, kind of keep these looking nicer for longer. You would simply rinse this out. I'm just going to wipe it out. And again, you can kind of see that before and after that we have. So you'll use this really multi-surface, multi-purpose throughout the house and on the stuck on burnt on messes too. It's beautiful.
Now, let's take a look inside this toaster oven. Now, if your toaster oven looks this dirty, we have to have a separate conversation.
Yeah.
But this is exaggerated to show you that nothing is a match for BioCleaner.
Exactly. And so this is, again, glass, something where maybe you would need that specialty cleaner, or maybe you don't want to use that self-cleaning feature on your ovens because it smells really bad, burns that mess on even more. But this, again, we get that applicator sponge, wipe it, and then we wipe it up on that glass surface, and we can cook or eat directly on that again because we're not using any caustic chemicals.
And many of you have probably cleaned off or in the process of cleaning off, or maybe you have just brushed your barbecue.
Oh, it's
and you
great for your
need to
grills.
clean it thoroughly. Come on, raise your hand if you're in that number. I'm in that number.
Yeah.
This is going to be important because now you can get out there with your BioCleaner and do it. Now, what about your shower heads? Our water deposits are real.
And we have a well over here too. We get that kind of funky green and red deposits that happen from the minerals in the water. So you can see that's kind of that chrome fixture that we have. You would simply rinse this off. But again, look at that shine that you have from the before and after. That's why we love this. But truly, it is multi-purpose, multi-surface. And once you get it home, you're going to not want to be without it because it's one of those cleaners you'll grab for every day.
You have a 30-day love it or return it guarantee for a full refund of your purchase price. So if you decide you get this home, you try it, and it's not for you, you can return it. But if you don't give it a try, then guess what? The stains are still there.
They are.
This is going to be something that is very, very important for you to try, get it home, put it through its paces, and see if it works. My guess is it's going to work just beautifully.
Yeah.
You're going to love the results. What are you working on next?
So I'm going to go back to that stainless steel sink in case people are just tuning in, because I know this is one of the demonstrations where people are like, yes, I need this, and it works so well. Because again, these oxidize over time. So what this does, it cleans, it polishes, and protects. And thank you for being my water boy there, David.
Happy to help.
And once David pours that water, look at the shine, how that beads up, how it's cleaning, it's polishing, it's protecting. So hopefully you have to clean less often. You can kind of see That water's not touching that dirt, but where we use that BioCleaner, we've got that protective shine built right on there.
It works beautifully. This is called BioCleaner Clay.
Yeah.
You get 2 of them, and now over 1,000 have been ordered in this program. We have Original and Citrus, most popular,
Okay.
and that's also getting limited, I'm told. How many left? 800 left.
Oh, wow.
We have Original, which smells like clean laundry, which is lovely. And then we have Citrus, also very popular and getting somewhat limited. Now fewer than 1,000 of those to go around.
Wow.
You will get 2 sponges and 1 microfiber cleaning cloth, and those are reusable over and over and over again.
They absolutely are. And again, all you do, wet that sponge, get a little bit of clay on the surface, and you will use this in kitchens, bathrooms, indoors and outs. You will absolutely love it and not want to be without it.
Oh, this stuff is like magic. If you have tried everything else but this, you have not tried everything, give this a go. Kylie Watts, good to have you back.
Thanks
friend.
for having me, David.
Always good to see you.
You
and
too.
be careful going home. my
Thank you.
friend.
Yes, you too.
I'm told it's like plagues, boils, and pestilence outside. All right, Cookie Corner is happening during Christmas in July. It is finally July, and we